Let nobody put you in problems. Where is that boy now? That boy will save jail. It will take a man who is going to come in power with a forgiving heart of God. And what he doesn't know is, just like Lillian, I feel sorry for her. The very spirit of Cain that she's using to instigate on other Zambians. When it turns against you, haven't you learned from the late president to now? Zambian people, we are not forgiving. I have to confess this because even me, I'm still in the process to forgive, because after what that woman did, you know that even with my own blood brothers and sisters, our relationship cracked. I'm building it now. It made me fear to see my people in that light. I don't think you can blame me if you opened your eyes and saw that your own blood sister or brother was on top of you putting a knife on your neck. That's what I discovered who you are, Zambian people. And what the devil loves is for us to be angry. When Zambians are angry at you, they are cooking vengeance for your life. And there are some Zambians who are dangerous, that their vengeance goes deep. And Lillian Tams is one of them. When I cried to God, I said, that woman who in my life, do you leave her like that? God said, the blood that is upon that woman's life, if she had Jesus, would Jesus not warn her that death is near her? Then she would run to know that she's not going to grow old. And Zambian people say I am big. The time God was speaking through my mouth, how the late president died, when I prophesied about how Bailungu would die, you said I insulted him. And Zambian people, you are very slow when somebody speaks in parables. Vima kumisana, and upuwa unapakisa. But chikuru chili problem mzambi, ni chizondo. Self-hate. And that's what the devil wanted me to. I became, even right now, God reminds me, he says, Rachel, it is one Zambian woman that has made you detest all the other Zambians. So I asked God then, how many Zambian people hate the whole nation because of this woman being used by the devil? And it's a lot of them. And God shows us mercy. Because when you were attacking us, for what cause? So I am praying for Zambia. I pray, I ask God when I sit, I say, have mercy on that nation. Because when you see what is happening, the youth are supposed to love one another. But the instigation, when somebody said that woman is a Satan, I said, when I used to call Lillian Tamzi and prophesy, and the Lord is warning you, keep this woman out of the Zambian people lives and tongues. A lot of you said, Rachel, you are unforgiving. You have not forgiven Lillian Tamzi. And God have mercy in some of you, because if you knew what Lillian Tamzi did and what door she opened against my children, you wouldn't talk. Hello. Oi, boa vrouw, boa man. Duke. You wouldn't say it. And then a lot of you Zambians who don't have love, you have no idea what your words, your impact, and the level you go to try to hurt somebody. You start playing rejection, annihilation, assassination, until kill. And that's why last time I told kiddies, I said, kiddies, move away. This is Satan. The only one who can kill Satan is God. And I am waiting for the devil to kill, for the Lord to kill the devil. Because some people don't get it. The spirit in our country is dangerous. So my brother, I can't speak for Zambia. Even if I wanted to, God has not made me open my mouth. And one thing God prefers is for this ministry to be proclaimed in all the four corners of the earth and all the nations to hear the good news of God. Because he hates the destruction, confusion, lies, and rubbish that you bring to this ministry. And it's one of the reasons that woman is being punished. Can't you not see that woman is not psychologically, mentally going well? Can't you not see that a demon of madness is manifesting out of her? A woman of God who come and celebrate a so-called child that is born in fornication, a doubter, who is a wife, who fears God. Somebody said when people pray to God and God heard their prayer, he will allow you to look like an idiot in the presence of all your concubines. That woman, she lost it. And the day she will come there and save you people Jesus, and you want to receive that Jesus, just know that you have made your bed. That woman cannot thrive that strong in your nation if you people were different people as Zambians. No matter what you can say, the way you have treated the president in power now, I asked God, I said, God, if people don't know how they can break people, they will break somebody who makes decisions for them. And what you Zambian people need to know is that the spirit of vengeance in you as a people is dangerous. I wouldn't play with Hakainde, not to fear him, but because the spirit in Hakainde is the spirit in Zambia. When vengeance comes, look at what Walungu did. Look at what Walungu did. And be honest, because God is about honesty. The spirit in you, Zambian people, vengeance is dangerous. That woman, when you see the way she's instigating, if it was abroad here, that woman would have been arrested. Because politicians even have to have a mouth that is controlled. That woman is putting a lot of Zambian people in problem. She's in UK. My brother Malon, regarding the burial, I'll tell you one thing. As a Zambian, most of all, I'll tell you as a daughter of God. It shows the vengeance spirit you have, because the family of that late man, they want to bury him in South Africa to get to Hakainde Hichilema. It has nothing to do with power. It is about how much I can hurt you back. And that spirit ain't nothing nice. That's why the Lord has not allowed me to speak. God has no mercy for the family of the late family, of the president. When the Holy Spirit spoke to me, he never showed me mercy on that. He only told me to tell them they need to apply wisdom now. They should not use pride. Ni pride ye kamba. And for every Zambian who says that he should be buried in South Africa, that spirit of unforgiveness in you Zambian people, it is showing. This is death, my brother. The man is gone. And I do not blame the South Africans for butchering you. You cannot bury somebody that was not born in that land like that. People have to actually have order and manners. And if they were better people than Hichilema, for the sake of the Zambian people, that body should have been buried in Zambia. And it's the law. And that's why God has not accepted. Because if God was with the family, a dead man who lived a peaceful life on his death, there would be no such confusion. But Jesus hates people who plan wickedness. Malon, my brother. Akuzondani mwantwane mugona muli maturo lelo vasachirivera. So he says it in the Bible. Woe to the men who carry evil in their hearts. They plan it and plot it, and then when they wake up, they get to fulfill it. The devil is a liar. It makes me ashamed. And it makes the whole world, in fact, what Zambians need to know, to the whole entire world, people are laughing at us. There are people who are walking up to me who are saying, oh, the Zambian people are really unforgiving. Eh? You think that people are supporting you in the world. Actually, you are exposing the character and the spirit that lies in that nation. And this will bite you in the future, because people are not dumb. The devil will expose you butt naked and also use it against you. There are people who are looking now. They are thinking, if you can behave like this with your own people, what will you do with me? You're stupid. You think Zimbabwe now is going to be free with you people. After this, just know that that Zambia Christian nation is gone. It's gone. Shameful land. And the fact that you people want to use the family, even the family itself. Me, one thing that I found very, very, very saddening with this family of the late man. People are respecting the daughter more than the wife. That is diabolical, wrong in the first place. The daughter sounds like she's the wife. When you hear Zambian people speaking, she's going to be the president. The maker, the man was already, when you hear, it sounds like the child is the one making decisions. The marriage is between the husband and wife. Order of Jesus Christ. First things first, let's stand here. And then two, let's go deep. To what gain and benefit and what feeling and accomplishment are you going to have after you bury that body in South Africa? Every Zambian who wants that, ask yourself, what benefit is there? Vengeance. Because that family is so hurt, and they are speaking from a place where they take vengeance in their own hands. I was there. I almost wanted to make, Lillian Tams would have been in jail, because the paperwork that I still hold on, what Lillian was doing, the dockets, the police reports, I could put that woman in problems today. But the God I saved said no. The God I saved said no, Rachel. Don't do that. Let me take vengeance in my own hands. Don't think that I don't watch that woman and it doesn't dagger me what she did to me. And now I'm not close to you as my own people, because a woman sent you people to come and insult me. And the worst you did is when you decided to insult my husband and my children. When you decided to tell the Kenyan people and the world that my children are autistic and are mad. When you opened the door for anybody to come and speak anything. But you really made a very big mistake. You were fighting God. And that's why God says, keep quiet from the matters of the Zambian people. I could speak a lot. I have all the information from the Holy Spirit. But do you know why God has made me shut down now and keep quiet? You people have rejected. God does not take by force. And you people, the spirit in your nation has accepted what it wants. I am ashamed as a Zambian. And I tell God, please, deliver me and set me free from this unforgiving spirit. This unforgiving spirit can make you forget about all the Zambian people. You know, I've become cold to the Zambian nation. Even my very so-called Zambian best friend, she doesn't believe that me and her have become so distant. But that's what that spirit in Zambia does. And it's been buried for a long time. There are Zambians who could help Zambia. They just keep quiet. Vengeance. There are Zambians who can speak, my brother, Mambo. Vengeance. And I don't want to reach there, because then I didn't receive the true gospel and Jesus. There have been moments where I wanted to punish you people as a nation. Where somebody said they want to open a company, a business, they are looking for people, but they want to travel in Africa, they are coming from Europe or America. That I almost wanted to not put my own nation there. But God said, your mother's house, charity begins at home, in your own house. So even when, that's why it pisses me when you see me respond, because they are allowed to do a lot of rubbish, and it hurts. But it never stops me from fulfilling what God wants me to do. And that's why you are stuck on where I'm insulting. But God knows that the things you do, they are nothing to promote somebody or to make anybody feel good. And God told me to stop speaking. But everything that is happening in Zambia, when I was speaking, you said I was mad. When I spoke of how the man would die, and how in his death he will bring confusion to the nation of Zambia, a lot of you people, my brothers and sisters in Zambia outside, they were persecuted. They were afraid. Because Zambian people, you said that I was mad, I was crazy. That didn't make sense then, eh? But God, who knew everything. Isn't it happening? And I feel sorry, because we have more people in Zambia with the spirit of Cain than more people with the spirit of Abel, which is the spirit of love. It's the way a Zambian is ready to kill another Zambian. Their politics, even Donald Trump, the type of politics, they hate him, they say a lot of things. But you will never find an American wishing death on Donald Trump the way they are wishing death on Hakainde. And the fact that it has become okay, everybody wants to say, well, Lungu was a father and remember his children. But Hakainde's children are watching you. That's another vengeance brewing. So the vengeance in Zambia keeps growing. It just goes to the person who is there to perform the vengeance on behalf of the family, the nation of people. The spirit is wrong, my brother. And all of you who are supporting that the body should be buried there, you are against God. And God doesn't like the spirit in Zambia. He told me, Rachel, I am done seeing Zambian people kill fellow Zambians. The reason why Zambia is still economically, financially in Africa low when it's one of the most richest with minerals and resources is because we Zambian people prefer to have somebody else do better before anybody of our own do better. And the devil is a lie. When you have people who come and steal in your nation, you carry them, they steal all your money. When you have somebody who wants to plant something that other Zambian children can come and enjoy in the future, the devil is holding you, telling you to go fire rubbish. I am not happy, and I'm not going to speak about it. And I'm not on the side of the late family. I can't. If my father died, I will not take vengeance on a whole nation. The vengeance that the family of the first president wants to give to Zambia has nothing to do only with Hakainde Hichilema. It has to do with the spirit that is operating in Zambia. Because if they really were more than the way they say they are, Hakainde is one man. The whole of Zambia is 2 million people. How many people in Zambia? Are all of those people deservingly to be sitting in this vengeance? No. And God cannot vengeance everybody. That's why I tell people, I say, when I cast the devil out, God is not, I never worry because God does not go and kill people who have not done anything wrong. But when God is coming for vengeance, the ones who are sitting in wickedness, they're going to have to feel it. You are dangerous, you people. You have embarrassed us and disgraced us to the whole entire world. The name you had built, Christian nation, Zambia, good people, which Jesus is in you people, promoting hate against your own people. This is going to bring a lot of problems, UPNDA, PAF problems. They are no longer political. It's tribal now. It is physical and personal. The devil is speaking through Zambian people to ignite so much anger and vengeance that some people want to kill. And that woman, Lillian, you see, she would do anything. There is nothing that I will not let pass by that woman. That woman is capable of stealing, killing, and destroying. Because the heart in her. Is she not the one who was campaigning for UPND? Was she not a member of UPND? And have you asked yourselves, why is she leading so much to the family of the late? Satan is using her against you people. It's time for reasoning. Some of us, we carry too much honor of the Lord and fear in us to sit down for rubbish. As much as you Zambians have put me in the same gutter pit team, where you sit, Jesus didn't put me there. That's why where you find nonsense, you will never find me. I speak when the king says speak. And everything that I've spoken, you called it mad. So how you expect a mad woman to speak for your nation in you? When God was sending me for you people to avoid all of these things we are going through, did you people listen? But God was not just coming here for the Zambian people. So Jesus said, I will use you. So every nation that was ready to listen to God, God has made me travel. I've entered their nation. He has released the truth, His peace, His love. It's your country who has not received it. And you people don't want it. And the people in the diaspora, ooh, I know one thing. You are not a child of a president. If the government of Zambia today sends a letter to the government of UK or Holland, they say they want you, there is nothing you can do. If they find you rightfully with cases, there's nothing you can do. And the people in the diaspora, we are mean. We are mean. We are busy promoting wickedness and evil in the space and atmosphere of Zambia. But where we are peaceful. And some of you, the people in the diaspora, God says you are not even settled well. That what you have can be just snatched off you. I wish the women and men in the diaspora would think of their children before you become a fellow Zambian to support. If you don't learn, you're a fool. There were people who told Balungu to treat Hakainde Hichilema the West. Zambians who were telling the late man, treat Hakainde the way he deserves. He treated Hakainde the way he deserves. Where are those people today? Where are those people today? And the spirit in Zambia, the one who is more wicked, who carries the spirit of Cain and performs wickedness, becomes a victim very much. The way Zambian people are crying that Hakainde is mean. Have we forgotten that there was a time that that man was chased out in his bedroom with his wife, boxer on, they are running. So if the father of Tarsila is important, the Hakainde's children, they are also important. And because I'm a Zambian, they are both my sisters. I can't take side. And I will not help them to kill one another. If they want to kill one another, I'll tell them before you start killing each other, let me pack my bag, let me carry the go. Enjoy to kill each other. I'm not perfect, but I still have reasoning and sound doctrine of Jesus. I wouldn't be the one who is sitting amongst Zambian people to bring problems. And that's why my job in the secret room where no man sees, when I see Zambian people doing nonsense, I'm the one who picks the phone, who gets to call to say, my sister, what you are doing to your brother, your sister, that is not right. So it doesn't matter what the Zambian people think, but God knows how I deal with every situation and provide it. But I will tell you, my brother, I can't speak now. I have nothing to say for that country. Everything God said has come to pass. And the only thing I'm afraid of, I pray that I would have direct conversation with the president right now. I would want to hold his hands, and I would want him to say, release the vengeance. Release the pain. And I know every time you want to release the anger and the pain, it's saddening because when you wake up the next day, there is something they are dragging you for. You know, forgiveness is very easy to forgive somebody who actually leaves you. Forgiveness is hard to forgive somebody. Every day, when you forgive them today, you say, I'm just going to let it go. Tomorrow they come and put more salt. Even God does not expect us to forgive people like that. And that's why the Zambian people who ask me, why didn't you forgive Lynn in terms? I told Zambian people in the past 4 years ago, I'm telling you people now, I cannot forgive a spirit that has decided not to even fear God. It's not my choice. God has to allow me to forgive that woman. But the Holy Spirit has not encouraged me to forgive that woman. No. Because the God that I serve is not happy with that woman. The work that she does for the kingdom of hell is not making God happy. That woman has brought a lot of enmity. So to you Zambian people, it's up to you. Who are you people? And what Christianity and Christ is in your nation? And how long will this go? And for how long will you keep holding on to this? Hatred and vengeance. It's the same for me. And that's why I would rather keep away instead of pretending. Because to tell you the truth, I don't want. And that's why every time I see a Zambian trying to insult me, bring me down, this and that, I can't handle it. You have done enough. There, that's where you reach. Now I have to protect the ministry of Jesus. And Jesus cares that this ministry is proclaimed to the whole world before Zambia ever stops it. Because Zambia is not that important in the sight of God, especially if they don't want to fear him. It's the truth. But to all the Zambian people who are instigating, you will know that Jesus does not like that. He said, Cain, Cain, what have you done? For the blood of your brother Abel is crying in the ground. God hates people who hate their own brothers because it's not a choice to be born in the same family. It's not a choice to share the same nationality. And same nationality is the same family because you are one. You think God will be happy with me if I'm instigating hatred and unforgiveness in Zambia? Zambians, you just hate the truth that come out of my mouth. But I don't agree with you people. And I don't play like you people. No, lie, I'm better than you people. I know that. I know that. I may look poor, dirty, ugly like you call me. But I know that I'm a better woman than a lot of you Zambian women.